Hey guys, welcome back to my neck of the woods. My name's Deco, where I share my experience, my knowledge, hoping to lessen your learning curve along the way. So today I am going to talk about a knockoff boga grip. I mainly use it for surf fishing. I have used it for some freshwater applications, but for the most part, I bought it 2.5 years ago, and it's still functioning fine. Before I get to it and give you my full review, please sub the channel and like some of my vids. Thank you very much. So I have a knockoff boga grip. This is it's a small one. I have never owned, as a disclaimer, I have never owned the traditional boga grip that's out there, but I have used one. I've used friends of mine's while I've been out striper fishing or surf fishing. All right. Now this is made by a company called, I think it's a no-name company that comes off Amazon, ENT Sports. I have trouble finding the actual website. I believe it's an Amazon brand. I'm not really sure. It says Fish Grip on it. So in comparison to a regular boga grip that I have used, and I've actually borrowed a friend's to actually take a look at it so I can actually do kind of a quality review. So the quality of this versus the regular boga grip is apples to oranges. You can't compare them. But this does function exactly like a regular boga grip at a much less price point. This is $15 on Amazon. And it comes in, this one comes in one size, but you can get other Amazon brands that are larger in size or have a longer handle or whatnot. Very easy to use. It still grips. It still functions. It functions 100%. And I've beat it up too. It's an outdoor tool. I have dropped this in the ocean. I have dropped this in fresh water. It's been covered in muck. It's been covered in salt water. It's been covered in fish guts. And all I do is hose it off with my hose at home, and it continues to function properly, exactly like a regular boga grip would. I like in my hand, like the balance of it's not as good as a traditional boga grip, but this costs $15, and a boga grip off the boga website is upwards of $130. So you do the math on that. It's not made as well. The components are similar, but they're not made as well. But it still functions. I'm coming up on my third season with it. It still functions 100% for $15 versus $130. When you do the gripping mechanism here, I believe on the actual boga grip, I feel like it's a longer squeeze, but it's also a smoother squeeze. You don't have this has a good amount of pressure. I don't know how much pressure it is, but it's a good amount of pressure. And it, like, even this piece, like the handle has become loose over the years. My friend's boga grip that he had it for upwards of 4 or 5 years, and he had like it taped on the handle. That was a sturdy piece of machinery, or a sturdy tool. This one, I don't know if you can hear it, has some rattles to it. This has a scale built into it, and the scale still functions. It's with a spring under tension here, still functions properly after being dropped in the ocean and in the sand, multiple things like that. This one does have, and I'm utterly surprised that it still works, but it does, a coiling 37-inch measuring tape built into it, which is convenient when you're on the beach striper fishing, especially if you're in the water, if you have that one that's close, whether or not you're going to keep it. But it still works. You can hear it. Hopefully you can hear it. It's rattly. You know, there has been sand in there. There's been muck in there. It still works, and it still coils back in. I've just sort of hosed it off. I've taken the hose in there, and there's I don't know if it's coated with something, but there's no rust on it, which I'm surprised. A lot of these sort of retractable things, once water gets in there, and it gets really corroded. So I'm surprised with that. But overall, it works just as good. I'm not going to say better. I'm going to say just as good as the traditional boga grip that is out there. It still functions the way it's supposed to function after 3 years, and I use it. Now, whether or not you want to go out and spend $130 on something that you can get for $15, I would have to buy, close to 10 of these to reach the same price, and that's just for me. Ultimately, after using this has a small handle to it. Maybe I would want something with a little bit longer handle, but there's other ones on the market. There's other Amazon brands out there and other sort of knockoff brands out there that that have a longer length. It has the sort of pressure tie lanyard here, which I don't use. Well, I mean, I do. I attach it to my surf bag. I got a surf bag, and I just pop that in there. And when I catch a fish, it works for me. But like I said, the overall quality, just by feel, is not there. They're apples to oranges in comparison as to quality. I'm sure this is made in China, and the other one is made in. I don't know where Boga Grip's made, but it's made better. It uses better components. The rivet, I think these are Allen screws as opposed to a rivet that may be used on the Boga Grip. But ultimately, before repeating myself too much, it serves its purpose. I just wanted to do a little review on it. It has foam handle. This is plastic. It has some stainless steel parts, has some aluminum parts. It's cheaply made, but as I said before, it still functions 100%. And after a couple of years of, there's no corrosion on it, so it must have some sort of corrosion resistance on it. But like I said, the scale still works good. I'm able to weigh a fish and see what's going on with it. All right, that's all I got for you. Sub the channel. I'll talk to you later. Be well.